Hello, welcome. Doing a little meditation based on the Chain, chapter 12. So if you'd like to read that chapter first, try and give it a moment for anybody who's logging in. And we'll begin in a moment. Have a sip of your water. Get yourself settled in. This particular one, you won't need to watch me. There's nothing to see. In fact, it can be helpful to have a very particular thing to look at, which we'll address. There's a couple other versions of this, and I think I'll probably just walk us through the initial one, and then when we finish, I'll kind of read the other two versions because they kind of build on one another. Otherwise, it seems like I'm challenging you or making it overly complex, or both. Anyway, I think we'll start here in a moment. I think what I'll do is I'll start with a reading of the Tao Te Ching. I have Red Pine's translation here. So I'll just read that, and then I'll start. I expect we'll all have a grand time. Wondering if I want, okay. So chapter 12. The 5 colors make our eyes blind. The 5 tones make our ears deaf. The 5 flavors make our mouths numb. Riding and hunting makes our minds wild. Hard to get goods make us break laws. Thus, the rule of the sage puts the stomach ahead of the eyes. Thus he picks this over that. So we'll start here. This is called the eye, the mind resting in indistinct emptiness. Whilst sat in a comfortable and self-supported posture, breathe slowly, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Rest your eyes somewhere particular and restful. That bit of sky, that bend of branch, that patch of grass. Whilst breathing easily, allow the mind to come to rest with the eyes. When the sliver of unchangingness is inevitably interrupted or bespoiled or polluted by some interloper, continue to rest your eyes there. When an ant crosses the blade of grass, when a bird intersects your speck of sky, when an insect clambers over your chosen bend of branch, as you continue to rest your eyes there, if indeed you are able, note whether, and if so, how readily, your mind becomes restful. Perhaps your mind gives chase. So I'm going to read it through again so we can start over or keep at it, and I'll leave some of the parentheticals out so it's a little simpler. While sat in a comfortable and self-supported posture, breathe slowly. Rest your eyes somewhere particular and restful. Breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. Whilst breathing easily, allow the mind to come to rest with the eyes. When the sliver of unchangingness is inevitably interrupted, continue to rest your eyes there. If you are able, as you continue to rest your eyes there, note whether, and if so, how readily, your mind becomes restful. Perhaps instead, your mind gives chase. Okay, pretty simple idea. So version 2 is to try this with something slow moving. Rest your eyes and thus perhaps your mind on, say, a bit of sky with a cloud within it. Whilst breathing easily, note if the eye and thus the mind track the cloud or are able to remain in their sliver of empty sky. Version 2, observe the heart following the mind, which follows the eye. When the eye does not move, the mind does not move. When the mind does not move, the heart may be at rest. Okay, if there's any comments, I'll try and read them and respond. But otherwise, that's what I wanted to offer, just updating the notes so you'll be able to see this typed out. Okay, I think that's all I wanted to do. That's from chapter 12. We do an in-person and online class every week, so you can zoom in if you like, where we explore these chapters in detail and offer meditations for them. Thank you all for joining.